In today's video, we're going over different parts of the encounter form, and with this video, we're going to the history of present illness. So you can see a problem list has already been created here. So now let's click on history of present illness and show how to do the history of present illness. So when we bring up this, it brings up a new window with the chief complaint as the current one loaded, and then you can see other things within the history of present illness: blurred vision, droopy lids, lids blocking vision, tearing, and glare. So first is the chief complaint. It's just an open text box for you to type whatever the chief complaint is. So we can say patient is having decreased vision. And this gives you a little preview over here of what it's going to display. And you can also have a remove button if you wanted to start over it or remove it entirely. But let's go on to the next thing. So the patient's having decreased vision, but let's say that it's blurred vision. And then we clicked on the blurred vision, and it brings up subsections of the blurred vision for you to go over. So let's briefly go over this section. So there's context, which you have to choose whether it's right eye, left eye, or both eyes. So if we want to do both eyes, we just click on both, and you can see it's right and left eye structure. And then we can say they're having difficulty reading. We can change the severity, mild, moderate, severe. We can click on duration. We can say that it's been going on for hours, days, weeks. We can say this has been going on for maybe a year. Oop, that was 12. There we go. And then we can click on timing, and you can do symptom frequency. So we'll say it's constant, but there's lots of different availabilities here for twice weekly, twice monthly, annually, time the symptoms last. So let's say that it lasts, hours. We can say it lasts for 12 hours. Episode time, is it the daytime, the nighttime, morning, variable? We could just say it's variable. We can change quality. Is it improved, no status change, worse or resolved? So we can say it's no change. With all of these, you don't have to add for all of these, but you want to be as specific as you can for each of the problems. And then you can hit modifying factors, and you can see it brings into alleviated by, aggravated by. So we can say it's alleviated by glasses. It gets better when they put on their glasses. And we can say it's aggravated by removing the glasses. And then we can say, is there any associated symptoms? We click on that button. And we can say burning sensation or itching is things that are associated with it. And then finally, there's always a comment box if there's something you wanted to express that wasn't in any of these specific sections. So that was the example of adding in with the blurred vision. You can always click any of these arrows and it will decrease it to just the timing, or you can increase it and show the subsections within timing. And then you can decrease it here, or decrease it on blurred vision, and it'll just keep the blurred vision heading. And if you clicked on drooping lids, you can see it brings up the identical subsections as it does for blurred vision. All of these sections are equivalent subsections. It's just you're changing the responses based upon the highlighted problem. If there's nothing in any of these 5 sections, you can just add it into the chief complaint because it's an open text box. So that's how you add it in, and then you can hit save and close. And you can see everything that we added has been generated here. You can also see anytime you open a section, we had open drooping eyelids, but we didn't add anything. It shows a yes as in you activated that section, but you can see that we didn't add anything. So you can click each individual section along with clicking the history of present illness. When we click an individual section, it brings it up just the drooping eyelid section. You can see that this is our encounter that was created with over here, but we didn't add anything to it. So we can always just remove that, and you can see it disappears from here, and when you hit save and close, it's no longer visible. So we can click on history of present illness again. Now let's say they were having differences between the eyes for blurred vision. So we click on blurred vision, So right now we have the right and the left eye, but let's say it was just the right eye, but something was different for the left eye. You can hit the Add Instance button. When I hit this button, it creates, you can see as everything kind of cleared out, you can see a new instance was created. Here's our first instance with the right eye structure, and here's the new instance. So with the new instance, we can hit left eye structure, and let's say that it was difficulty with recognizing people, and the severity was mild. But let's say we don't remember much else beyond that. So we don't, like I said, you don't have to fill in these sections. It's just always advisable to fill in the most information you have available. So then now you can see there's a right eye body section and a left eye body section, and they're different instances. But when we hit save and close, you can see that it has each instance. So here's our right eye instance, and then here's our left eye instance. This is how you do the history of present illness for the encounter form.